Well, hey there, folks. Today I thought I'd do extremely complicated build. This thing is going to be a real pain in the butt to do. It's going to involve one of these. I found using these wood spools does a um, really good column. And I was looking at ways of doing texture, and I found that using hot glue on these things uh, does a really neat effect. Thumbnail coming in, that's the end result, and it's like this. So there's a lot of texture here, and I was actually just having to play with these things the other day, and figured, what the hey, let's give this a go around and see what we can do with it. Now my original ended up looking like this. So I was wanting some type of topper. Ended up putting a little MDF, or not MDF, a little bit of XPS foam on the base to give it a little more interest and look like in a dungeon setting. And that's what I was originally designing these for, or it could be up top as well. And the fireball, I'm very bad at fire. Uh, and it was basically some more XPS foam, and that's been covered in hot glue and then painted. Um, I did know this one I did not do a primer on when I painted it. Um, Definitely do the primer. The paint stays much better. The paint I was using for this was really finicky, so I ended up having to go over it a couple times. But the end results, I mean, the results are pretty good. I do like the fact that there are holes in the top of these things. So if you wanted to, like what I did with this, is put a toothpick in the bottom of it and just slid it in place, a little hot glue, and there you be. So today I'll walk you through how I got to this point, and there's a lot of room for embellishment and stuff on these things. So unfortunately, I didn't have the bits to like decorate with skulls all the way around or spiky bits and that type of thing, which I think would be cool, especially if you're going some type of really like evil evil place, like a evil altar area or something like that. Um, I mean, hell, if you wanted to, you could even make this flesh colored and put in the flesh, and then maybe some like uh, like dark red to emulate pink, or to emulate blood, excuse me. Um, so it looked like oozing flesh coming down the columns or something like that. That was the first place my mind went to. I've been role playing way too long, but anyway, let's get the camera turned down and we'll take a look and see what this. I'll show you how I did this, and I've got one already primed, so just kind of hopefully this will be a quicker video. We'll just bat right through it. I'll go over the application of the glue, show you how I did this one, and then that'll be it. All right, 1 second, and let me turn my camera. All right, so what I've found is that one, I use this is what I use for miniature painting. I use just an old dice case, um, and I've just throw some blue tack on here, and I've been using these for ever, for a few, well, probably 20 years, I guess. So it's like with miniature painting. The less you handle your subject with your fingers, the better off you're going to be. You're not going to have transfer of oils, and you may have bits of, whatever on your hand, little extra grease or whatever from working or what have you. So what I found is that I like to start up here, and I use the side of the nozzle to help me just fair this stuff out on the column itself. And I do this all the way up and down. And I tried using tools, a couple different carving tools and such, or sculpting tools, excuse me, to to spread this out, but this stuff just cools so fast, it made it more trouble than it was worth. So just using the nozzle just like that, and yeah. And see, this process is actually fairly quick in terms of getting the result. And I was thinking if I can get in there with some, like I said, some embellishments at the time, you'd have to have those stacked up ready to go. We'll get back on there, son. And yeah, just like that. I leave the bottom open so I can put XPS on it. So I don't. What I'm talking about is the underside. But everything here gets covered in the hot glue, just like that. I try to be a little sparing with it because I don't want it to be too gloopy. But I want coverage. I want to make sure that I don't have any naked bits of this. And we'll come around here at the bottom, just like that. Yeah, and there we go. Just kind of like that, and try and ferret down as best we can. And we just repeat the process for the top as well. You just come up here. Again, I start at the base and just kind of move my way up, just like that. All right, and when you get to the top, you just need to, if you're gonna have something that goes in the top, leave that open. If not, then just go through and fill the hole and call it done. Probably have to come back over it a couple times just to fill it in just like that. Even when it's still a molten state like this, you can come through and add in little details and such right there. And there you go. That's covered. I would go through right now. I give this a couple minutes, let this cool, go through, clean it up. Any of the spider webbing and stuff like that we get. But for now, it's kind of like one of them cooking shows where they've got the next thing prepared. I'm trying to make this a habit of having stuff prepared, and then I went through and hit with a matte black primer. I'm keeping the colors very simple. So it's going to be this field gray World War II from Model Color, and it'll be off-white. Yeah, it'll be off-white. And then I'll be using a black wash as well. The sequence is going to be base color of this, then the black wash. Then I'm going to start. Then I'm going to take this up a little bit with the off-white. Do a overbrush, and then do a lighter dry brush. Black wash it again, and then come back with just the off-white on the OSL, which in this case, for me, I always take the miniature and look like this, or whatever. I'm looking straight down, and then I'll come out a little bit like this and just go down this plane as well. Like, I don't know what the degrees are. It could, I've heard everything from 60 degrees, which I don't know what that looks like. I just know that if I do like that and like that, then the light makes sense to me. So, and since I don't have the highlight police in my backyard, I'll just do what I think looks best. So, so let me get some of this on some parchment paper, and we'll get this thing knocked out. All right. Got that base coated. It's going to take some of this black wash. Saturate this thing with it, and I'm going to come back with a makeup wedge, and dab off any of the extra that I might have. I'm just going for the tone. I'm not really going for the effect of it. Just make sure I don't get any of those glossy pools. All right, and it's come through. And if you haven't used these, there we go. Yeah, much better. Don't have a wibbling, wobbling around on me. And you still get that nice dark tone. I like to transition from dark to light. That's just the way I've always done it. I've seen guys go from light to dark. Never really played with that too much, but this works for me, and for right now, I'm good with that. Dry brush, I try and do a 50-50. Or let's say over squeeze the white paint, and then it becomes I don't know, and we'll have to do like I did here and just create a separate little. It's probably just a better way of doing things. Yeah, something like this. So we get just like that. And because I'm doing a what I call an overbrush, I'm going to go in here with my bigger makeup brush, and so we can cover more surface. I'm not going underneath the ridge line for the top. I'm just leaving that alone. I'm just going straight down. Oh, damn it. And every once in a while, you get to incorporate your secondary dry brush at the same time because you touch the other white. All right, that's okay, because I'm going to be coming through with a black wash right about now. So I accidentally did my overbrush and the other brush at the same time. So I'm going to go through, hit this thing with the black wash again. That'll tone it down, and then I'll do my object source lighting and stuff like that. Yeah, it doesn't take much, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, crap. All right, make sure that all dry. Yeah. All right, let's get this brush in here. If not see anything pull off. This kind of tamps down all that extra stuff, all the brightness of the off-white and stuff. Tamps it down, makes it I don't know, for me it makes it look a lot more stone-like. And again, it's just tapping off the excess. All right, that's the end result after the second wash. I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah, not bad, not bad. All right, now I hit this with the hair. Now it's all dry. Get here with another makeup brush. Again, just kind of going just going straight down. I don't go back up. I just go down in one direction, and just kind of try and keep my subject just like that for the top view. And then when it comes down, I go like this, and then I'll come out here. So for me, right down to like that is about good, because I assume that if this is like a dungeon, it's going to be wow. If it's going to be a dungeon, it's going to be kind of dark above the upper part of this. A little heavy on the brush. All right, guys, and that's it. That's basically how I do these things. This is, like I said, I had these for a few years, or not a few years, several months, and was trying to figure out what to do with them. So, anyway, it's a neat little dungeon embellishment. I would go through next, just tack on a little base, and I did do, I painted this and contoured and textured it and stuff before I attached it, and hit it with the black Mod Podge, just to make sure that it got some rigidity and protection on it and stuff. If you're putting the time and effort into to do something like this, even your base counts. So put in the same time and effort to protect that, so you have enjoyment of play with it for a longer period of time. Well, there you go. Hopefully, if you guys enjoyed that or found anything of interest or use, please hit the like button or drop me a comment down in the comment section. I look forward to hearing from folks. And yeah, otherwise than that, y'all have a great day and be safe. All right, talk to you later. Bye.